Well, howdy, partners. How are you? Why don't we take a look, see what's been going on, Clown Planet? Yeah, there's been a lot going on, certainly recently. So let's slip it in gently. Let's start off nice and slow, and just take it easy before we get straight into it, shall we? Yeah, transgender policewoman, 27, assaults two colleagues with a penis pump and seriously injures their genitals after offering them a threesome, then drugging them following night at notorious sexy time club. I told you we're going to be gentle. I told you we're easing it in. Yes, starting off nice and slow. What the frig? Like this time, I know there's been a lot going on. It's 2024. Yeah. And we've seen some crazy shizer, yeah? But this headline just seems to get worse. Transgender policewoman, 27, assaults two colleagues with a penis pump. Seriously injures their genitals. How do you injure their freaking genitals with a penis pump? What the frig? After offering, just goes on and just becomes more degenerate. I don't want to see a freaking headline like that in 2024 or beyond or freaking ever. Now, Jaguar, right, let's have a think about this. Middle-aged white men going through midlife crisis, going to buy an electric Jag, right? No. We're going to ram some social engineering down your throat, whether you like it or not, because this is how it should be. It should be freaks prancing around, yeah, looking like freaks, rather than white middle-aged men having midlife crisis, right? It should be that. Is some social engineering. Ram it down your throat. No. I don't like that. You don't like it? Well, you're a vile, extreme, right-wing bigot. Which is basically what they're telling people are. Yeah. Vile hatred and intolerance. The boss has hit out. Because that's how it works now, guys. You're aware of this, aren't you? This is how it works now, right? If you had any form of opinion, especially negative, towards the social engineering that they're trying to ram down your throat, whether you like it or not, because this is how it should be. Yeah, because they're telling us this is how it should be, rather than this is how it is. Here's a bit of social engineering. I didn't like it. Well, you, sir, are an extreme right-wing bigot. Because that's how it works. Personally, I much prefer this version of the ad. Well, at least it featured something in relation to the company, and hey, maybe even try slipping in a car there too, eh? Keir Starmer had an interview live on the programme this morning, and he was questioned about this petition that's come up. Over 2 million of you have now signed this online petition wanting another general election, because it turns out you're not too happy with what this dude has been doing. Now, it turns out, based on Keir's response, that he wasn't surprised in the slightest. Yeah, over 2 million people want another general election, but tough. I've got a job to do. I've got decisions to make. Who? I'm genuinely interested, yeah. There's a couple of things on this, isn't there? But one is when has petitions ever made a freaking difference? And this two-party system, people got so fed up with the Conservatives. This is kind of how it works, isn't it? You get really fed up with them, but they give you approximately two choices, right? So you get really fed up with them, and then you got this one other choice that you bring in. I don't, because I don't vote, but lots of people did. They didn't actually vote for Labour, but the way it kind of works is, well, they get their man in, don't they? So they got them in. Loads of you voted because you were like, Conservative, bring in Labour. But genuine question, who in the frig thought that bringing in these clowns would have made any positive difference whatsoever? And now there's millions of you wanting a general election because, again, you think that that's going to make a difference too. No. School faces backlash after removing all Christmas references from Panto to make children feel safe and valued. How does removing Christmas references from a Panto make children feel safe? It just doesn't make any sense, does it? But not a lot does nowadays. It's actually got to a point now where when you see stuff like this, It's like, oh, oh yeah, just something else. Throw it on the DEI inclusive pile, throw it on the woke pile, yeah. And it just becomes to a point where you even question it. It's like, oh, just how it is now. No. It really can't be like that. We're talking things like tradition now, and what's wrong with a bit of Christmas spirit, eh? I'm not sure. Maybe you can highlight to me why taking Christmas references out of a panto would make children feel safe and valued, unless it was specifically Christmas, Christianity, or anything connected to that is the thing that makes you feel offended. Then that's why things have just become so crackers to tick the DEI and the inclusive type stuff. It just obliterates all tradition. And I like tradition. South Korean man guilty of binge eating to dodge military service. Hey, there's worse ways to get out of a bit of fighting for psychos, isn't there? Eh? And I can think of worse ways than having a good old nosh down on a bunch of food. What this guy's missing out on, I think I read that this guy's like 26 from South Korea. What he's missing out on is a little trip to the UK. Hey, boy, get yourself over here to the UK, because if you do that, what you're doing there, not only do you get to dodge fighting for psychos, what you also get is a bunch of benefits. Yeah, a bit of the old bennies. Oh, yeah, you get to live like a king. Yeah, you actually get to fund all that binge eating. I know this is great. It's amazing. This is the UK. Get yourself over here. You get to do all that. Then when you get to a stage where you might think, hang on a minute, this ain't quite right. I'm regretting this. Then you'll get all your health treatment funded too. Then you might get a few things like jabs on the NHS that they'll aim to slim you down with. I don't know what the side effects to that sort of stuff is from a health basis. Don't worry about any of that, yeah? Can't be any worse than binging down on, bacon and burgers and what have you. So you get yourself fat, you get yourself ill, then you get yourself treatment, and then all along the way, it's funded by the bennies. My husband of 30 years doesn't know about my running away fund. You'll never guess how big it is. Oh, I bet it's sizable. That's right, fellas. Your lady's got a runaway fund. Yeah. Nice little stash. Yeah. Tucked away. Why? Like, why? Everything's just fine. She hates you. She hates you. Yeah. And she's got a bit of side money. Yeah. For the day where, I don't know, she runs off and, I don't know, maybe the new thing is now the midlife crisis, the lady buying the Jaguars. Maybe that's the new thing, eh? But the stash will, go towards it, won't it? You have a great day. Ta-ta.